Close your eyes.
Hello everyone, welcome to Willow and Roots. It's Michelle here and I have another reading for you. Today's reading we're going to be using the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas to receive guidance from the universe. Now, when I received this deck, I asked it, how would you like to be used? I do that with all my decks and it wants to be used as a self-care deck. I found that quite interesting and I did the deck interview and the guidance was profound. It was amazing. I was also guided to use the Tree Keeper's Oracle for this reading. It's going to be quite interesting to see how they work together, right? So we're going to have a play with that. And I will be using the Arcanas of Astrology for the pile options. But before we get into this reading, I wanted to talk to you all about major upheavals in life. Yes, you can roll your eyes and go, yeah, we've heard it before. But it seems to be more prevalent and really intense upheavals. Now, I say this because many of my clients and friends have been going through this. And that's why I have been MIA for a while, because my friends call on my services and I help them. And also my clients who are doing the work, but it's like the universe has given them an extra helping of drama and I help them through it. But the changes are in areas of relationships. A lot of my friends who are, or should I say were, in relationships that looked incredible on paper. Astrologically, it made sense. And also how they present themselves in public. You would think, wow, that's a model relationship. They're such a great couple. When in fact, there were lots of cracks. Several of my friends are going through separation and possibly divorce. Now, changes like these shocks your system because the change is breaking old patterns. It's coming out of your comfort zone. And what I've noticed with a lot of these connections, the warning signs were present, but no one wanted to do anything about it. No one wanted to communicate before it became a serious situation, before the love is drained out of the relationship and all that's left is friendship, living as roommates. Sometimes it could be where you've evolved, your perspective has shifted, your worldview, your life view has changed. But what is important is to communicate, to talk, to make sure that you are all on the same page. It's important to communicate in the beginning, before you have kids. It's important to communicate when you have kids. It's important to communicate when your kids are grown and they've fled the nest. It's important to communicate all the time. Each person asking about the other's day, asking if they're feeling all right, what's going on with them, not only at work, but even on a personal note. It's really connecting in that way and not making assumptions that everything is okay or assumptions that that person would not understand, so I'm not going to communicate with them. I'm not going to share what's going on with me with them. That's one of the biggest missing links in a lot of these situations. It's each party not wanting to be vulnerable. Now, if your partner is not willing to budge on their decision that the relationship has ended, it is important for you to pour into yourself. Everything that you have invested in your relationship, you now invest in yourself. Every dream and desire that you've had that were unfulfilled, that remained in dream state, you are going to be striving to achieving it, moving in that direction. Now, my friends who found themselves in this predicament, and it was actually their husbands who said, well, I'm done. I don't want this anymore. I don't find you attractive anymore, so on and so forth. I mean, they're throwing tons of nails at them, verbal nails. And they came to me broken, in a panic. And when I spoke to them and found out that the cracks were always there, but they were just tolerating it, settling, the first thing that I suggested that they did was to pour into themselves and look at the bigger picture of the situation. Because why would you want to be in a situation or relationship with someone who is emotionally unavailable or absent? Also, the dynamic of the relationship has changed once your partner has uttered those words. So for instance, if you do patch things up, you will never forget those words that were said. Your life has changed after those words were spoken. I don't want to be with you anymore. I do not find you attractive. I am not happy in this relationship. So it's doing a lot of the inner work to find out, okay, what did I not contribute to the relationship where I can improve on for myself and for future relationships? Because guys, it's not the end of the world, but you certainly do not want to be in a situation where emotionally a person is gone. You can't force someone to love you. And you always be thinking in the back of your mind the words that that person said to you. It's going to be a long road, especially if you patch things up, where this person is going to have to be proving to you pretty much for the rest of your life, for the rest of the relationship, that what they said they did not mean, or I don't know, it's changed. I love you now. I mean, it's just weird. But it's all about pouring into yourself. When you pour into yourself and get to understand and reconnect with who you are, the new version of yourself, you have a different outlook. So you're going to take that wisdom, and again, everything that you want to accomplish, you are now going to be moving towards accomplishing them. We're talking about personal goals, personal dreams. If things should fall back into place with the relationship, it's not going back to the old habits. That person would have had to evolve as well, because your standards would be different. Now, for my friends with children, what I told them was, you don't understand how wonderful this situation is when you have released yourself from the ball and chains. And now you have a second chance with greater wisdom. Yes, you have your kids, but you have less pressure on you when it comes to not only reaching your own personal goals, but opening your heart to being in a meaningful relationship with someone else. Because the pressure of needing to hurry up and have kids, that's gone because you got your kids already. The need for, oh my gosh, I need to get married because I've never experienced it before. Well, you were married, so that pressure is off. Now you can be more relaxed about selecting the right suitor for you. And of course, you have to keep in mind that you have children. They have to be a good fit. They have to be safe as well, right? Not going to harm your kids, etc., or you. But that pressure is off, and that's nice. When I tell my friends with kids that, it's almost like something clicked in them. Yeah, they don't want any more kids, and they probably don't want to get married again. Now that pressure is off, and each and every one of them ended up pouring into themselves, making plans for the future, creating a list of goals that they would like to accomplish, and started doing the research, making moves towards accomplishing them. One of them, she's like, they're not even divorced. He just gave her the news like 2 weeks ago, and she's ready to like get on with her life. But if you don't have children, again, it's okay. If you haven't been married before, it's okay. It's all about not feeling pressurized to making bad decisions or choosing the wrong partner. It's really pouring into yourself, really connecting with yourself, so you don't have that attachment, that need to hold on tightly to someone, even if it is wrong. Even if you know within your heart that, look, we're not compatible, but I'm just doing this to tick some boxes, get the babies down, get the marriage thing down, right? The wedding day, have that experience. Then it will be possibly a mundane existence, and you end up looking at other couples and then thinking how they got it made, how their lives are wonderful, and feeling like your dreams, desires, and aspirations are worlds away from you, worlds apart from you. Got to pour into yourself. And once you do that, you're not going to let it slip ever again. In a new connection, you're still going to maintain that sense of self and individuality. And you will expect that from the other person as well, that they do the same. And when you come together and you're mindful of your actions in previous relationships that contributed to the ending of them, the deterioration of them, you're correcting that, and you are now communicating. You're now compromising and doing activities that that person might like. You may not love it, but you'll do it just to spend time with them. And of course, doing activities that you both love. There's a degree of respect, self-love, and love for the other. Being vulnerable with the other person and being vulnerable with yourself, honest with yourself. It's gotten all serious now, so I'm going to end that topic right there. Also, I wanted to talk about quickly, this is actually a question regarding UFOs. Now, there's been a lot of sightings, and I was asked if there's going to be some kind of invasion or what's going to happen with that. Why are we now seeing all these UFOs? Well, I meditated on that and I received the answer from the universe and also beings. There's like a collective of aliens, different species I'm hearing. But they said they've always been flying around on Earth. And we're not talking about the 1 or 2 sightings many, many years ago. No, it's like a highway system in the skies. We just don't see it, but they're flying around a lot. Now, I know you're scratching your head and wondering, like, how? Well, what they said was faster than the speed of light. We underestimate their intelligence and how advanced they are with technology. They have already cracked the code with traveling faster than the speed of light. When you travel faster than the speed of light, things become invisible. When we get a sighting of a UFO, it's either when they slow down, so they're not traveling as fast. So we get a glimpse. And this was quite funny because they do find us amusing. They also said that sometimes they do it to let us know that they're there, they're about. But they do feel that we lack faith. We have the information and the knowing, the facts, but we don't trust it. We don't believe it. But yeah, so they're flying about. There's many spaceships, and they don't collide with planes because of the sophistication of their craft. They'll be able to detect planes well in advance so they can dodge it, and also the speed that they're going at. They can shift gears. But yeah, they're flying over us right now. Tons and tons and tons of spaceships. And also some of those are spaceships that the military are having a play with as well. So we have to factor in Earthlings testing out ships. They're also teaching military Earthlings on how to fly these crafts. But a lot of the sightings are actually them, whether they're in distress because their craft, something has gone wrong, or they're just slowing down, having a little laugh at our disposal. But yeah, faster than the speed of light. Okay, let's get on with this reading. Okay, let's get the options. Option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay, so once again, this is option 1, this is option 2, and this is option 3. So you can pause the video, choose a card, let's get to it. Hello, option 1. For those of you who selected the first card, here's your reading. So let's see what you got. You have Vesta. Nice. Let's pop this over here and then we'll incorporate it in the reading. Okay, let's get 3 cards from the Tree Keepers Oracle. Okay, Universe, what guidance do you have for option 1, please? Regarding self-care. Now, Vesta, that represents devotion. Okay? This is all about commitment and believing in what you are doing. It's like being devoted to the self, committed to the self, committed to what you are doing. Okay, let's get... Okay, we have Keeper of Creativity, Keeper of Alchemy, Keeper of Wonder. Let's put this here. Keeper of Creativity, card number 32, reducing to 5. Keeper of Alchemy, card number 20. and Keeper of Wonder. Card number 42, reducing to 6. This is saying right here to try something new instead of wondering about it and sticking to it. Now, once you've committed to taking action towards something, it is saying to not give up. If there are any hiccups, it's like trying to tweak it a bit, refine what you are doing, take a different approach. But it's calling for you to think outside of the box, really tap into your imagination, right? Draw on that. This is about documenting not only your dreams, but your daydreams as well, right? Those very unusual fantasies that you have in your head. Think of J.K. Rowling. A fantastical idea became a beautiful novel, one with childhood wonder. Children love it and adults alike because it takes us back to our childhood. But there's something very magical about it. Now, when you are authentic to your imagination and your dreams, it's like a part of you is poured into what you are doing. So you know that expression, your hand is sweet. It means that when you are cooking, your essence goes into the food because it's how much it means to you, how much you enjoy it, how much you appreciate it. The love is put into the food or what you are creating. So it's calling for you to learn to reconnect with that side of yourself. Have you ever tried to feel your soul, like soul tap, but with yourself, not soul tap another? Try to feel you, your body, and feel your soul. It's calling for you to do that exercise. And in doing so, it requires you to be devoted, committed to wanting to experience that. And your soul tribe is actually nodding to this. They're wanting you to be able to connect to your essence, like truly feel it, because you can. There's also an activation when you are able to do that. There's a different outlook on life, outlook on people when you do that. Okay? So, I'm getting chills. It starts when you document, again, your dreams, your daydreams, and your inspirational ideas. Okay? Your imagination. Just let it soar. Now, if you feel, I don't know how to do that at all, I mean, that's you being conditioned by society. Society robs us of our creativity. And I'm a firm believer that everyone is creative in their own way. Yes, some are blessed with more, but we all have the ability to create. But lack of confidence and conditioning by society tells us that we don't have it, tells us that some of us don't have it at all, but we all can tap into it. It's there. It is what the Eternal Father, Source, blessed us all with. We all have a piece of it. Okay. Nine of Swords. Okay, so we have overthinking. Seven of Cups, what do I do? Even clouding judgment. And then we have the Supreme. Wow, beautiful card. The Supreme is you are connected to the all. You are a part of something much greater than this physical body. And it's learning to understand that, believe it, and to be able to tap into that energy. So it's calling for you to be able to feel, again, yourself. Feel into, fall into your soul self. Fall into your light body, right? While you're in this realm. We all can do it. Now, when you start documenting, I mean, every thought, you're going to see how powerful the blessings, the gifts, your creativity is. For many of you, an incredible financial opportunity is going to arise from this. because we have it here with the Supreme. And if you are confused and overwhelmed about what should I do, what are my next move, what should I do, what's my purpose, that's a perfect exercise where, again, you're documenting everything and even giving yourself tasks where you're doing creative writing. Now, I'm not saying, oh, you're going to be a writer. Not that. It's the ideas, okay? The ideas. It comes when we're relaxed. It comes when we are not forcing it, having too much expectations. Creativity is free-flowing. It tends to fall in your lap. That's actually the only thing that lands in your lap. Creativity. Let's get some guidance. And again, it doesn't have to be art and all that. It's actually creating something from scratch. It could be creating a business. Okay? But do this exercise, and with Vesta represents the keeper, but also devotion, being devoted and committed to this practice. The more you do it, the more relaxed you'll be, the more it'll be like second nature, and then you will have the breakthrough. Okay. Gaia, card number 28, reducing to 10. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Isn't that what's being said with the Supreme card? This is about taking that edge off, that pressure off. This is gorgeous, but it is calling for you to feel that soul self, connect with yourself. That's beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings on Etsy. Information on that is in the description box below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 2 for those of you who selected the second card. Here's your reading. So let's see what you got. We have Mercury. Nice. Communication and learning. Okay. Let's see how this connects with the Tree Keeper's Oracle. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. We have here Keeper of Transformation, card number 43, reducing to 7. Card number 1, Keeper of Self-Love. Nice. Then we have this card sticking out. Keeper of Pace, card number 13, reducing to 4. Now, what these cards are saying is you don't have to rush things, okay? Self-love is not something that could be rushed or changed. You're going to have to move at the pace that the universe has set for you with regards to your transformation or the changes occurring in your life. 43 reducing to 7. 7 is the number of source, the universe, for me. And we have 1, that's that new beginning, but the self. And then 13 reducing to 4, change the foundation, structure. It takes time. You can't build a house in a day or a castle in a day. That's what I'm hearing. So it's for you to be able to understand with the Mercury energy what the change or this new beginning is about, to truly process and embrace it. Because sometimes when we rush change or rush things, we haven't grasped the true essence or meaning of what we're stepping into or what we are doing. Okay? Now, Spirit wants you to grasp it and understand it. I'm hearing this is going to help you to move forward gracefully. Don't think there aren't going to be any type of curveballs, because we have 3 foxes here. So we have divine detours, but it's almost like the universe playing with you, wanting to see how serious you are about a change that you may have asked for, but they certainly want to see if you are committed to the direction that you're moving on. or stepping into. But it's saying do not rush it. Savor the experience. Savor the process. Savor what you are doing. It's like eating chocolate, but the best chocolate in the world. You're going to enjoy eating it. You're going to slowly savor, embrace the experience because you don't want it to finish. You don't want it to end. Okay? That's how they want you to step into this experience. It's savoring the process, the ups and the downs, being present, being aware of what is happening while it is happening. Wow. This is not about running away from your problems or running away when times get challenging. It's not about that. Six of Cups. Yes. Playful energy. Two of Cups. Wow. One more. The Emperor. Bottom of the deck. Wheel of Fortune. Of course it was going to show up. Right. So, this is interesting. If this is a relationship, you can't force someone to be ready to commit, okay? You may be there, but they may not be yet. And again, you don't want to be in a position where someone is rushed into doing something, their heart is not fully into it, their brain, right, hasn't processed it, and then down the line they're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. You forced me to do this, okay? Yeah, that's exactly it. This is someone's story here. In the past, they weren't ready, but now they are. Or you may have had a relationship in the past and you've gone your separate ways. Use this time, again, to pour into yourself. This is what I spoke about earlier in the video. It's about embracing the change, processing the change, and really putting the focus on yourself and your dreams and aspiration and goals, making it a reality, not just in your head or in your heart. You're putting it down on paper and you're going to be doing the research to see how you're going to make it happen, how you're going to make it a reality. Okay? It's all about catching up with this other person so that you can be on the same page. I'm also getting another scenario here where someone has to grow up in the relationship. I don't know if it's you or the other person. It's probably similar to what I just said. I'm getting another scenario here where childhood sweethearts now reconnecting, but because of how time has elapsed, there's a limited length of time when it comes to having children, etc., etc. That's for some. You're wanting to pick up the pace. You're wanting to hurry and rush things. Spirit is saying to slow down. Allow it to unfold naturally. And always remember clear communication. That's why Mercury's here. Clear communication. Both people being on the same page. That could be the greatest lesson with this spread here. If it's not a relationship, romantic relationship, the guidance still remains where it is having clear communication with others, being on the same page. Okay? So this could be a business partnership, work, friendship, family. It's all about maintaining your stance on certain views, but having clear communication. So having others see your perspective, see where you stand, and you being able to do the same for them. It's all about being on the same page. Okay? So learning how to own what you are saying, own the wisdom that you have with Mercury, your understanding, your views on life. For someone, they've seen how you have evolved into your own, an empowered being, a wise and empowered being. So people are seeing that. Let's get one more. Woo! Three of Swords. Ah! Bottom of the deck, Hermit. Okay. Now someone is healing their heart. A long-term relationship that's ended and you are healing. You're in the process of cocooning yourself and mending the wounds. Spirit is saying don't rush it. Process it. It all takes time. This is also learning about yourself as well with this major change. Pouring into yourself. It's not about the other. It's not about the other person. It's about you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's get some advice. Once you start pouring into yourself, everyone is going to see the new you and like it, respect it, even want a piece of it. Third eye chakra, card number 6. We have the frequency of the third eye chakra, the indigo flower of life, supports our intuition and our inner knowing, our imagination, our psychic powers. So look at that. So you're tapping into, again, this is a part of connecting to you. This is about feeling you, understanding you, so that when you are experiencing the energies of the outside world, you know exactly where it's coming from and what it's about, right? So you're not in this space of confusing yourself and thinking that an energy that you are picking up on is yours, when in fact it might be someone else's. And you do that by doing your inner work, by self-care, self-love, and healing any type of hurt, healing any type of traumas that is with you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Okay? This is beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings on Etsy. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Hello, option 3. For those of you who selected the third card, here's your reading. So let's see what you got. Phallus. Okay. We'll incorporate that card in the reading. So let's see how this works with the Tree Keeper's Oracle. We're going to pull 3 cards. First card, Keeper of Balance, card number 7. Second card, Keeper of Transformation, card number 43, reducing to 7. So we got 7, 7. One more. Keeper of Abundance, card number 2. Nice. This is interesting. I'm hearing what goes around comes around. Phallus is the warrior, justice. Okay? So we have the energy of doing the right thing or believing in the universal law of cause and effect. This is telling me for you to allow what is yours to come towards you with least resistance. I'm getting the energy of, if I am not willing this to happen, forcing this to happen, making this happen, it's not going to happen because I don't trust fate. I don't want to tempt fate. So I need to be in control of what I want to come towards me. Now here they're saying, that's all good and dandy. Yes, that's wonderful. You have mastered the understanding that it's not going to fall in your lap. But you have to learn the art of balance. And balance is you allowing the universe to do its bit. Okay? You allowing the universe to guide you. So there's something you desire. You feel into yourself. Does this feel right? Does this truly resonate with me? Does this truly benefit me? You do the research. on how you can have it all come together. What do I need to do in order to make this a reality? So you do your research. Then you allow the universe to guide you on your next moves. I kid you not, the doors will open when you release that need for control. So if you have been willing a lot of your desires, what you want to unfold for you, if you've been putting a lot of force in and you're getting very little gains, the change is to find balance. Think of the scales. Okay, you want it to be leveled. You're going to participate in manifesting what you want to come towards you, but your job is to release control, moving in a particular direction, and the sign would be like a door opening, and then you step into it, and then you take the next step and the next step, so on and so forth, where you are being guided. See what I mean? It's not as difficult as you think it may be. The true lesson here is releasing control, and that's one of the hardest things to do, because we don't like to feel pain. We don't want to experience failure. It feels awful. But sometimes when we hold on too tightly, that's when failure comes. So the universe is saying you have to decondition yourself from that and learn the art of balance. Also, it's not needing whatever you are seeking. So I'm talking about desperation. It's not having that. The balance also is, if I receive it, that's great. If I don't, that's great too. That's okay. So this is all about changing your thought process and understanding how the universe works, how universal law works. Really, really working with that. A retraining of your mind, learning how to use the mind as it was intended. We use it for overthinking, but it's more powerful than that. It's also saying well done on not giving up. So there's some wonderful qualities here, but it's just tweaking it a bit. That's all. When it comes to being a justice warrior, this is another scenario. It's important to look at both sides of the story, okay? Having a neutral stance, knowing what you are fighting for, finding harmony and peace and a balanced outlook can then allow you to find the answers, the solutions, where a situation can be beneficial to all. Okay? The true warrior is not one who destroys. It's one who rebuilds. Okay? It's fair and just. With the 2 sevens, Spirit is really, really heavy here. Spirit is heavy here, and the universe combined. Now we have here, you are connected to Spirit. You can communicate with Spirit. But it's for you to not have a black and white approach, I'm hearing. This or that approach. It's to be more flexible. Looking at the bigger picture. Okay. We have here Goddess of Swords. Wow, Goddess of Pentacles. 7 of Wands. Okay, let's move these up. I'm going to get one more. Woo! 8 of Wands. The Goddess of Swords. She got her little spear. She does look like a warrior. This is being firm in your beliefs, conviction, standing your ground, and soldiering forward with it. This is also speaking on not lacking faith, right? So mentally and physically, walking the talk. You see, what this is saying is you already hold the power of manifesting or getting what you want, because Spirit is very, very strong with you. I'm hearing speak it and it will come. I'll show it to you. Speak it and it will come. And here, it's you taking actions towards it. With the Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands. It comes in quickly. But the Seven of Wands, it's like you're holding on to your beliefs. You're holding on to, okay, well, this is what I want. And this is the action steps that I'm going to take to move in that direction. And then it comes in. It's releasing control while maintaining confidence in what you are doing. It's not losing sight or confidence when it doesn't come in quick enough. What's interesting is a lot of people are going to try to get a piece of what you got. Ask you how you do it. That's interesting. Can I have a card for the Seven of Wands? Okay, I'm going to take them all. Wow. So we have the World. Three of Wands. Nova, the Universe. The Tower. And Temperance. Don't be afraid of when a good thing ends. For you guys, you're meant to have certain experiences for a while, and then it ends, it falls apart, but it leaves you open to new experiences. This is very Scorpionic, the energy that I'm picking up on. It's learning how to be balanced, learning how to be focused, learning how to not be in control, holding on too tightly to your comfort zone. We have Temperance here. It's like being at peace and in harmony during change, major upheavals. Once you've mastered this lesson, that's when a lot of wonderful opportunities and blessings will unfold. It will almost like appear on your path as and when needed, because you understand how to work the energy. You understand how to loosen your grip. You're doing enough to get the ball rolling, and then you allow the ball to roll down and guide you to where you need to be. Don't feel insecure about people who want to jeopardize your good fortune, because again, Spirit is with you strongly, heavily, and you can actually speak protection around you. Speak to the universe, to Source, and say, I don't want any type of negativity to come towards me or to harm me, so on and so forth. You don't even have to spell the person. You don't have to say anything about the name of the person. It's just more of an overall ask from the universe. May no harm from anyone befall onto me. You hear that? It's that big, outside of the box. It's really looking at the bigger picture. This is dreaming big, reaching big, but of course, not holding on too tightly. Wow. Okay, let's get you a guidance card. Got two. Card number 37, realization. Reducing to 10. New beginnings. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Beautiful. Card number 24, Earth. Reducing to 6. The frequency of Earth activates our deep connection to this physical plane by showing us the beauty of all the aspects of our Great Mother and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. Realizing your abundance, realizing your ability to manifest. 1 and 6. It's like alchemical energy I'm picking up here. Thoughts becoming a reality. Isn't that interesting? Beautiful. So I'm going to end the reading right here. If this reading resonates, leave a comment down below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. I'm also offering personal readings on Etsy. Information on that is in the description box below. And I'll see you next time. Bye.
Open your